So that's my favorite project. The wonderful house in Mascot. You cannot believe it. For this beautiful townhouse, three-story house with amazing, really open views, a sea view, lovely place, hidden gem of Costa Blanca, very close to Altea. If you would go there once, everybody who would took there, they would just fall in love directly with this house. You can see it. But well, when we saw it, our investors they also fall in love with it. That started the story. They said, of course, we want to buy it. We had other buyers, by the way. They said, no, no, don't sell it to them. Please, we'd like to have it. Yeah, that was a good deal. This was one of investment projects. So that was a credit right, which was one of our first ones. So we asked our lawyers, our trustful partners. They said, well, that shouldn't be a long deal. That's quite close to the auction. Why don't we go for that? I said, okay, but keep in mind that's the first deal for our investors. They'd like it to be really sure and really successful. I said, yeah, no problem. That will be fine. Let's do that. So we did a deal. So we prepared. The first steps will be, of course, to obtain NIE numbers, which are crucial. You cannot buy anything in Spain without this identification number for the foreigner. Okay, so we did it for our investors, our two persons, Denia Sale, his business partner, Verfon Group. Could see we happily work together. So then there was an idea how we better do that. Are we buying it as they buying it as private persons, or they do it with their company? They had already established Dutch company, and they were thinking how they better operate in the Spanish market, whether they do it with Dutch company or they will establish a new Spanish company. We decided as soon as a long-term deals, that's our partnership will be also long-term collaboration, then that's definitely better tax-wise to have a Spanish SL, the Spanish limited company for that. So we managed to do both things, the identification numbers, the company, and the purchase deal for the property. So we're very happy. We celebrated it, as you see here. This very successful moment. We all really enjoyed. So we decided, well, that's good time to see what we can do with this property. We looked at that, and this was a house where nobody lived. It was a situation that the investor bought it. It was not his main house. That was not his residence. Was even not a second house. One of the houses he invested in, and it was nobody lived there. So this was really perfect, clean, untouched. We said, wow, that's a good opportunity. Let's just resell it directly. I'll ask our lawyers how well we can do that. Said, no, we have to wait because, the situation is now that we have elections here in the country, in Spain, and the courts are in strike. Said, well, okay. And we actually depend on the court because our paperwork is still in the court. And that can take quite a while till we have the house going through the auction. And said, okay, what should we do with that then? Mm-hmm. We said, okay, as soon as we have an access to the property, which is already a very lucky situation. Normally, when you buy the credit right, don't have any kind of access or right to stay in the property. In this case, as nobody lived there, nobody was registered there. It was this perfect new house. We claimed our right in the court, through the court, to be able to live in the house and use it as a residence. And we got in that. We had our keys, of course, for that time. And we decided just to refresh it a little bit as soon as it just stayed, check the electricity and the water tubes, all the air conditioning, which surprisingly, even the air conditioning were working. The only thing which was not good with that was the gas for air conditioning. So it was not cooling, actually heating, but was working. So we checked a little bit, there's few details. We changed the gas and air conditioning. We bought the fridge, we bought the washing machine, bought dishwasher because that was also missing in the kitchen. what we done? Well, we did some small things for the bathrooms and some painting just to refresh it a little bit, make it white. So as we said, that's Ibiza style concept worked really well for us for the rental concept, as we did many years before. Why don't we do the same here with the house? So we asked our team to help us for the design, the property, for the decoration, and the furniture as soon as it was empty. So you can also see the brilliant work of Kate and her team. They've done the house, furnish it, decorate it, and done that very charming touch. So now there was no chance anybody would love it directly. So we started to rent out the house, waiting till we have all the paperwork done for selling. Meanwhile, we said, okay, but since we're waiting and we're renting out, why don't we look for a potential buyer? That could be also a possibility for us to have it a bit quicker deal when we decided to sell it. So we did some also property visits with potential buyers in the area. Meanwhile, we rented the house. And of course, this house looked beautiful. The area is also one of the top areas where many people like to have a house with these beautiful sea views. We quite quickly found the clients who wanted this house particularly. So they were very familiar. They were already looking with us in the area for a year, a little bit more, and they really loved this location. They loved the view and everything, and they loved this house particularly because it was not too low, not too high in the hill. So the position for them was very good. So we made an agreement with the buyers, saying them, look, guys, we sent them a paperwork to the lawyer, said, look, we're still in this situation. We're waiting a little bit because, when the strike starts 1 year and then gets for the delays sometimes for the rest half a year. So actually that provoked us kind of a year of a delay in our court case. But thanks to this project and these advantages we had from the beginning, we could rent it out. So that's actually saved us the project and also in case we had to pay some interest for our investors. This is very well-planned thing. And after that, when we had the buyer, so we actually had even one step ahead planned already. So we been waiting for the court paperwork to be done completely, house bought the auction, and we can complete the purchase.